Did you know that the famed Michelin star system was actually created to sell more tires? Yes, you heard that right. The renowned food ranking system that has chefs around the globe vying for its recognition has quite an unexpected origin story. Our journey starts in the late 19th century with the Michelin brothers, André and Édouard, who were running a modest tire manufacturing company. Now, when you're in the business of manufacturing tires, you want people to travel. The more they travel, the more they wear out their tires, and the more tires you sell. It's a simple equation. So, the brothers came up with an ingenious marketing strategy. In 1900, they published the first Michelin guide. Its purpose was not to rank restaurants, but to encourage automobile travel. Perhaps the brothers had the munchies when they came up with this idea. The guide was filled with useful information for motorists, including maps, advice on tire repair and replacement, lists of car mechanics, and even where to find a decent meal or a place to sleep during their travels. But what's interesting is that the Michelin guide was initially given away for free. Yes, the Michelin brothers were so committed to promoting travel, and by extension their tire business, they were tossing out freebies. As more and more people started to rely on their guides, the Michelin brothers saw an opportunity to expand their focus. They realized that people were not just using their guides for travel tips and tire advice, but they were also heavily relying on their recommendations for places to eat. The brothers saw this as a chance to further promote travel by showcasing restaurants worth making a detour for. So, the Michelin brothers were not only outstanding tire manufacturers, but also clever marketers, and possibly stoned with the munchies. They created a guide that highlighted food worth traveling for, thus generating a use for their tires. But how did we get from tire guides to the most prestigious food ranking system in the world? The Michelin guide didn't stay a simple travel guide for long. As the years passed, the Michelin brothers realized that their guide could offer more than just travel advice and tire repair tips. They saw an opportunity to enhance the traveling experience by introducing restaurant reviews into their guide. This was quite a revolutionary idea at the time, considering that the concept of restaurant reviews was still a novelty in the early 20th century. The expansion of the Michelin guide to include restaurant reviews marked a significant shift in its focus. Initially, the guide was intended to promote the use of automobiles and, by extension, Michelin tires. However, with the introduction of restaurant reviews, the guide began to assume a new identity. It evolved from a simple travel guide into a gastronomic Bible, revered by food enthusiasts and chefs alike. And then came the star system. Introduced in the early 1930s, the Michelin stars quickly became the ultimate recognition in the culinary world. A single star signified a very good restaurant in its category, while 2 stars meant excellent cooking, worth a detour. The ultimate accolade, 3 stars, indicated exceptional cuisine, worth a journey. This star system added a competitive element to the culinary world, with restaurants striving to earn these coveted stars. The introduction of the star system also marked the transformation of the Michelin guide into something more than just travel guide. It became a symbol of fine dining, a guide that could make or break the reputation of a restaurant. Chefs began to see the Michelin stars as a benchmark of culinary excellence, and the pursuit of these stars became an obsession for many. As a humorous anecdote, there was one restaurant that tried so hard to get a Michelin star that they created a special Michelin star dish. The dish was a complicated concoction of rare ingredients, served on a tire-shaped platter, with the server dressed up like the Michelin Man. Unfortunately, the dish didn't impress the Michelin inspectors as much as the restaurant had hoped. The Michelin guide, once a humble travel brochure, had a culinary institution. And so a tire company found itself at the helm of the fine dining world. And just like that, a tire company became a major player in the world of fine dining. A Michelin star can make or break a restaurant, but why is it so influential? Let's delve into the world of culinary excellence and find out. The Michelin star system has a reputation that precedes itself. It's not just a rubber stamp of approval. It's a golden ticket into the world of culinary fame and fortune. It's a beacon that attracts gourmets and food connoisseurs from around the globe. It's a symbol of prestige and a testament to a chef's skill and creativity. As the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. When a restaurant earns a Michelin star, it gets catapulted into the limelight. Take, for instance, the case of Chef's Table at Brooklyn Fair. Once a low-key spot for foodies, it exploded into prominence after earning 3 Michelin stars. The rush of customers was so overwhelming they had to move to a larger location. However, the star system can also be a double-edged sword. Earning a star is one thing, keeping it is another. The pressure to maintain that level of excellence can be nerve-wracking, almost like maintaining a high-maintenance relationship, where the missus demands diamonds for every anniversary. The French chef Bernard Loiseau was so afraid of losing his third star that sadly he took his own life in 2003. This tragic event highlighted the intense pressure that comes with the Michelin star system. The stars also influence the culinary landscape, pushing chefs to innovate and create. They've led to the rise of global culinary trends, from molecular gastronomy to the farm-to-table movement. This creative drive is influenced by the desire to earn those coveted stars. But what's truly fascinating is how the Michelin Guide has outshone its creator. Who would have thought that a tire company's marketing gimmick would evolve into the world's most prestigious restaurant rating system? In a world where food has become an art form, the Michelin stars have become the Oscars of the culinary scene. In a twist of fate, the Michelin Guide has become more famous than the tire company that created it. Today, the Michelin star system is the ultimate recognition for any chef. It's a badge of honor, a testament to their culinary prowess and dedication to the craft. But how a restaurant ascend to this coveted status? Well, it's no piece of cake, that's for sure. The process begins with the Michelin Guide's team of anonymous inspectors. These culinary sleuths, often with backgrounds in the food industry, dine at restaurants around the world. Their identities concealed to ensure their dining experience is as authentic as possible. You could be sitting next to one right now, and you wouldn't even know it. It's like a never-ending episode of a reality TV show, without the flashy cameras and dramatic music. These inspectors are not just looking for a tasty meal. They're evaluating the quality of the ingredients, the mastery of cooking techniques, the harmony of flavors, the personality of the chef in his or her cuisine, the value for money, and the consistency of the culinary experience. It's akin to a culinary Olympic Games, with the restaurants vying for gold. To earn one Michelin star, a restaurant must be considered a very good restaurant in its category. A 2-star rating means that the restaurant has excellent cuisine and is worth a detour. To reach the zenith of 3 stars, a restaurant must offer exceptional cuisine, worth a special journey. Just imagine, a meal so divine, it's worth hopping on a plane for. The Michelin is not without its critics. Some argue that it's too Eurocentric, while others feel its standards are too rigid. But like it or not, the Michelin star system has a profound impact on world of gastronomy. A star can make a chef's career, while the loss of one can a crushing blow. Despite its humble beginnings, the Michelin star system is now the pinnacle of culinary, from a marketing strategy to promote tire sales to becoming the ultimate accolade in the culinary world. The Michelin star system has certainly come a long way. And for the chefs and restaurants that strive for this recognition, the journey is just as important as the destination. What does the future hold for the Michelin star system? That's a question on many a gourmand's lips. The system, despite its prestige, isn't without its share of criticism and controversies. Some chefs argue it's too Eurocentric, others claim it's too rigid, and a few even return their stars, citing the immense pressure that comes with the accolade. But here's the thing, the culinary world is like a simmering pot of bouillabaisse, always changing, always evolving. And the Michelin system, it's adapting to this changing landscape, albeit with the careful precision of a sushi chef. Take sustainability, for instance. It's a hot topic in the gastronomic world, and Michelin's not ignoring it. In 2020, they introduced a green star to award restaurants with a strong eco-friendly ethos. And then there's the rise of the digital age. Michelin's not stuck in the old-school guide world. They're embracing the digital revolution, offering online reviews, and even partnering with reservation platforms. And let's not forget the global expansion. The reach of the Michelin Guide is spreading faster than butter on a hot croissant. From Bangkok to Brazil, they're exploring new culinary landscapes and awarding stars to restaurants that were once off their radar. But it's not just about keeping up with the times. The Michelin Guide has a legacy to uphold, a reputation to maintain. They've been the of culinary excellence for over a century, and that's not something they're going to let slip through their fingers like overcooked spaghetti. At this rate, don't be surprised if they eventually start awarding stars to gourmet food trucks or even the spectacular Sunday roast at your grandma's kitchen. Now, wouldn't that be a hearty chuckle? So, while the Michelin system might evolve, might change at its heart, it will always be about celebrating gastronomic excellence, about guiding diners to restaurants worth their time, worth their journey. Whether you're a tire salesman or a world-renowned chef, the Michelin star system continues to shape our culinary world in unexpected ways. And that, my friends, is a future worth laughing and toasting to. The Michelin Man, or Bibendum as he's officially known, is as iconic as the Michelin star system itself. His rotund, tire-made figure is recognized around the world, but he didn't always look the way he does now. In his early days, Bibendum was a cigar-smoking figure made entirely of white tires. This was a nod to the company's days when tires were white, not black. His cigar, a symbol of affluence and luxury, was a clever marketing decision to attract the wealthy, the only ones who could afford cars at the time. But as society changed, so did Bibendum. The cigar disappeared, replaced by a more approachable and friendly demeanor. His white tires became fewer, his shape less imposing, more cuddly, reflecting the company's desire to be seen as more accessible, more consumer-friendly. Kind of like how Hollywood celebrities have their glow-up, Bibendum too had his, from cigar-toting tycoon to a lovable and approachable figure. The modern version of the Michelin Man is a far cry from his early depictions. He's a beloved mascot, a symbol of reliability and quality, just like the stars awarded by the Michelin Guide. From a cigar-smoking figure to a beloved mascot, the Michelin Man has come a long way, just like the Michelin star system. His evolution mirrors the company's journey, its growth, its ambitions, and its commitment to excellence. And that, folks, is the story of Bibendum, the Michelin Man, an icon that has rolled through the pages of history, leaving an indelible mark.